So what if instead of folding mirrors, turning on lights, opening front, trunk, and controlling your seat, you do all of that plus open all 4 doors from this smart button console? Because you might get into an accident if you are always trying to control it from here and getting confused. So this is a must, and let me show you how. Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen, and today I'm going to be showing you guys the best smart button console for your Tesla Model 3 and why. Now, this smart button console is a pretty versatile product because not only does it have so many multi-functions built inside of it, but it also gives you ease of access. And on here you can see you can control a lot of different functions, such as moving the passenger seat forward, backward, opening the trunk, front, even controlling the dome lights as well as the glove box with just a press of a button. And you don't have to be worried about frequently interacting with the touchscreen while driving. So this takes safety to the next level and also provides convenience. So without wasting your time, let's jump on right into it and let's check the product out. So as you can see, first of all, we got a kindly reminder to power off your car when we're installing. Now anyways, this is the sticker of what the functions are and the instruction manual, and this is what the button looks like. Now it has a very sleek design and it's pretty much OEM build quality, like it matches the color and everything. As you can see, you have a front end Type-C port as well as these 4 buttons. And when you flip it to the back side, you can see there is the Type-C for power as well as a LED light. Now, all in all, this is actually the best and most practical way to control the main aspects of the car, and you don't even have to be distracted by operating the central control screen while driving. So this is a pretty smart button. And next of all, we have the control panel, which goes in wirelessly into the back of the car, as well as a nice short Type-C braided cable, which is also L-shaped, and also this power adapter, which will go in the back of the car. And don't worry, I'll be showing you a step-by-step installation guide on how to install everything in your car and how to set everything up. So be sure to hit the like button and also subscribe down below. Moreover, we actually have a seat control module as well, which will go underneath the seat, the passenger front seat. And honestly, there are a lot of wiring and everything, and it might feel like a little confusing, but trust me, I got you covered, and I will give you a step-by-step guide on how to do everything. So let's go into the car and let's see. Alright, so let's install our smart button console. Right down over here, as you can see, we have to take the pry tool, take the cover off. But before we do that, we need to power off the car. So all you need to do is go into your controls, go into safety, go all the way down, and there's a button, power off, right over here. Just tap it and power off. Let's first take out the pry tool and then let's pry open the cover. So just put it in one of the corners right over here, and then it should just twist it out, and it should just pop out just like this. And then just basically just take it out just like this, nice and easy. And you're gonna hear those breaking type noises, but actually not, it's just these clips right over here. Alright, and right down over here is our main kind of power supply. You just have to press on this, it's like a little tick, and it should just come out. Alright, and here's the box, and this is the cable that we need right over here. That's what we're gonna plug in over here. So just goes in one way, just like this. Just like this. There we go, perfect. Alright, now it's time for the receiver right over here. And it already comes with the cord. This is it, and you just need to plug it in. Alright, nice and click noise. And right over here you can see this is the clip that we need to pry out, so that we can fit this inside right over here, because there's not much space. So we just need to pry this out just like this. It should just come out, and then here the mat comes out
Alright, and then you just need to thread it through inside. You know, it is a bit complicated, it's a little tricky, but yep, there, as you can see, it went inside completely concealed. There we go. Make sure to push this inside so that it's like, you know, so that the cover perfectly closes, and then just put the cover on just like this to one side first and then the other side, and boom, as you can see, the cover is installed fully, nice and easy. Alright, so now we're gonna install the second part of the kit, and we're gonna install the seat control, which is gonna be right behind this panel. And there's like a screw over here that we have to take out, as well as some wiring that we have to configure, which is going to be found right over here. Now this is the kit right over here. Let's open it up and let's see everything. So this is basically our like the wire, which is the main control part. As you can see, there's like a lot going on, and then the big configuration, and then this is our hex key to open up the Tesla screw. Alright, so this is the screw right over here. As you can see, this is the control panel. It is located right here. This is the screw that we have to open up. So you just gotta unscrew it just like this. It's gonna take a little while, but it's worth it. Alright, and now the screw is loose enough, and then it's come out just like this. And then here, just take the panel off just like this. And right over here is like the main control point that we have to configure. Okay, and then there's this wire over here. You just have to wiggle it out. You know, it might feel like you're like pulling on it, but just wiggle it out. It comes out easily. And now this wire's out. Now all you need to do is just take this one that's connecting to the shorter wire, and you need to take these two and you just need to plug them in just like this. Hear that click? Now it's perfectly done. Now take the other end right over here, this one, the small one, and you have to plug it into the console right over here, just like this. There, now it's perfectly inside. It won't say like a click or anything, so but don't, make sure just, you know, just push on it and it should be inside. Okay, and now what you need to do is just like, they have like a Velcro on here. Just take this Velcro out. Just like this. You're just gonna stick it right over here where you find an empty spot, just like this. Press on it, nice and easy. Yep. And now your configuration over here is fine. From the control panel, now you take the wire and thread it through all the way over here where you find this device over here. That's where you're gonna plug it in. This is the clip that we have to press, which is that clip. All you gotta do is just press that down. You just do like this and then just pull it out, nice and easy. And now what you want to do is just take these two and then just plug it in. Make sure to match the hole, and it should just slide in just like this, and it will say a click sound just like this. Perfect. And now you take this part and put it back inside the control panel just like this right over here. You just need to plug it inside. Perfect. Close this control panel over here. As you can see, just press on it just like this and you should be fine. Make sure to not forget the screw, and you're just gonna place it right down over here. Okay, so let's install the buttons, and we have the cable included, so let's plug it right down over here. As you can see, there's the Type-C port. So just plug it in just like this, and then with the second end you can plug it in right over here, and you will actually see that there's actually a LED powered light, very powerful, and it is controlled by this switch. Now how this switch works is that it will be pressed by the sliding door, so once it's pressed, then it turns off. Alright, so now let's install it. As you can see, there are also lights over here. So all you need to do is just slide it just like this, like diagonally, and then just slot it in, and then just put it in just like this. Perfect. It matches all the colors, like kind of like OEM design. Now how the light also works is that once the door closes, the light basically turns off. So the light, basically you can see it shines pretty bright. And Tesla actually has its lights, it's like down right over here, but it's good for the bottom part. But when you have like a tray installed, which I have installed right over here, I also have the link for that description box below. When you have this and in the nighttime, you basically won't see anything like what's in here, but with this light you can actually see what you're trying to get. So it's pretty cool. And as you can see, there's also a Type-C slot, so you can plug in the Type-C, but there's also a cable holder, so you can plug down over here cable, and then you can thread it through just like this, nice and easy for easy access. So like anyone wants to take it, you just take it out. Pretty cool. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you the button functions, and I've actually did custom settings for whatever I prefer, and you can do it as well. There's a app for it, so let me show you on what works with this. Okay, so the first button, I've set it for lights, and as you can see, the lights turn on and then off. And then second of all is for the mirrors folding, so then the mirror opens and folds. The third one is for the frunk, so it opens and then you have to manually go and close. For the fourth one is for the trunk, so it opens and then it closes. Nice. And then now you can also double click. This would open up the glove box. And then the next one, I've set it to open up the right front door. And then this one would open up the left rear door. And then this one would open up the right rear door. And then you can also long press these, so long press this one, and then the passenger front seat would go forward, then this one will make it go backward, this one will make it lean forward, and this one will make lean backward. So pretty awesome functions, and also very versatile for the driver and anyone actually to get good control. Alright, and this is what it looks like from the outside when you press the button, and honestly the doors open pretty nice and good enough for a person to get their hand and open it with ease. So pretty nice. And I've also installed this USB hub. It also has USB and Type-C, good for charging and data transferring. So I'll have the link for the description box below, as well as this smart button hub as well. So pretty nice. As you can see, very nice. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like, also subscribe down below, and also check out the links down below. And I'll see you guys next time.